First fit up, totally off. It's an inch and a half too low. It's about an inch too far back. And about a half inch outboard too much. So all that work, I'm gonna have to cut it all apart again. I'm building this subframe, and I built this fixture table probably 2 years ago or more. This is the first time I've used it for its intended purpose. But there's a beginning of this engine cradle, or transmission cradle. This is really fun, and I'm trying not to get too particular about super accuracy, because there's this thought in my head that I'm going to be cutting this apart and redoing it, which seems to happen every time. At least 3 iterations until it's right. It was like a premonition. I didn't get very far. I realized I'm welding this upside down, and I did it backwards. Cut it apart without even fitting the motor yet. I'm already to version 4. Moving this guy over. I don't see another way to do it. I just placed the transmission in this cradle that I built, and I realized I have a big problem. And it's because I did not draw this line right here. This is the return chain, and it goes right through my cradle mount. That's kind of a big problem. Well, this went from let's keep it simple to pretty complex, but I think it's gonna work. Got a little clearance problem there. Lots of welding and cutting and redoing. I had to use the kickstand, the center stand support, because my idea to go through here was right where the chain was. Luckily, I made this more beefy than I planned with Schedule 40, 1-inch Schedule 40 pipe. I'm glad I did, because I had lots of things like that and like this, where some plate and some thick tube made up. Had to cut this out because I need to get a bolt this way. And I was gonna support it back here, but I think I'm just gonna leave it open. I think it's plenty beefy. I don't want to add more weight. We'll see if it works. I'd really hate to cut this all up again. I'm getting closer. Everything needs to move back an inch so that my radiator is going to clear. And another big mistake, these sprockets need to line up. This one and this one are about 7/8 out. I need to move the engine over, which sucks because it's already off center by about 3/4 inch, and it's gonna be off center. Really, I did everything I can to make it not be that way, but it has to be. Another major revision. I'm going to take out 1 inch of the back. I'm going to move the engine back 1.5 inches, and I'm going to tilt the motor 15 degrees forward so that I have enough room for the front wheel. It's going to get tight. And I'm going to cut this masterpiece up again for like the 7th time. Elongating my mounting holes. Well, this transmission cradle is about the 8th version, and it's gonna work. I did clearance the frame a little bit, and I'm gonna have to do a little bit more to get the chain tight. And the motor is, well, it was 8 degrees tilted forward, which gives me enough room between the transmission and the engine. I deleted some of the bell housing here so that I can get through to the shift shaft. I'll have to figure out how to connect that to the footrest, but this is coming together. And it's really exciting to get it in there. And more than mocked up. I do need to fully weld out this, I'm calling it the transmission cradle. It's really a part B of the subframe. And I need to weld it all out. After the third iteration, I started just tacking everything together because I was getting a little overconfident welding everything out. So now I need to reinforce it and re-weld everything and make it right. But I'm sure this won't be the last time I remove the engine and transmission from the bike.